What's up everybody, it's episode 12 and welcome back to another episode of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 Beginner to Master Tutorials. Pretty much the series where I teach you guys everything I know about a single character in this game and try to get you better with that single character. Today's character we actually have is Mecha Naruto, and Mecha Naruto actually has, he's pretty much just a clone of Naruto with pretty much like his base moveset but just slightly tweaked in a different way. And those tweaks actually make an entirely different character because they have different properties of the original, which I actually really do like. Like, this character is actually very unique, but he does have a little bit of, what do you call it, silliness, or like he's kind of like a gag character. Like, he has a lot of silly stuff that ends up working in your favor, so he's kind of like Toby, but just kind of like way better than Toby. But if you guys did enjoy this tutorial, make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to tell me who else you want me to use for the next episode, because that's the only reason why Mecha Naruto is even in this video, because a lot of you guys actually request this character, and here I am to deliver. But make sure to leave a like down below. It really helps support the series. But without further ado, let's get started.
Where did you?
Alright, so let's get started. So Mecha Naruto actually has a lot of unique properties. Like this is definitely one of the most unique characters I've ever seen in the Naruto series. And this character was in Naruto Revolution, so I do remember all the stuff he can do, but they did kind of tone him down, nerf him in terms of his awakening. His awakening was absolutely broken, but they really did nerf him. And I was actually hoping they bring this character back, and I was kind of sad that they didn't bring him in the back of the base roster in Storm 4. But let's actually get into some of his stuff. So here is his neutral combo. There we go. Let's showcase all the combos first. So there's the down combo. And last but not least, here is the up combo along with the aerial combo. Alright, so let's start breaking some of this stuff down. Let's start with the neutral combo. So off the bat, the neutral combo is the first two hits of his base combo is actually an infinite combo, but it's kind of hard to pull off. But let me demonstrate it first. Let me turn the guard on. There we go. Oh, see, like, you have to be kind of precise, and you also have to be very quick with it as well, because if you mess up just once, then he goes into the third hit, or your opponent can just guard you. So it's kind of precise, but he does have one. See, like, I was too slow right there. He was too slow. I wouldn't say this infinite combo is optimal, but it is there. Like, he does have an infinite combo in the first two hits, where he does like the little helicopter spin. Man, I did it the first time. How come I can't do it another time? He's like, you have to press the jump button right after he gets done. There we go. There we go. So yeah, that's his infinite combo. So you have to press the jump button right before he stops spinning. So you can't stop in mid spin. You have to stop like right at the end and then jump and then immediately attack after, just like this. It is pretty precise to do, but it gets easier with time. I did this in some battles online. It's not optimal, but it is an option, so I would say go for it if you got the opportunity to. Just make sure you warm up with this, because it's not something you can just do off the bat, just like without any practice. Next we're gonna talk about is neutral combo. Neutral combo is actually very fast. Like, it's very fast and very damaging. Like, in terms of damage, it actually rivals the down combo, which is most likely supposed to be the most strongest combo in everyone's kit. But in terms of which combo you can do, you can actually do either one in terms of damage, because they actually have very similar damage. And actually, if you actually have, I said actually 3 times. Did I really say that? All right, cool. If you have a strike back, you do more damage than the down combo actually. What is it actually doing? What is on me? I'm trying to stop saying actually. Wow. Alright, now let's move on to the down combo. So the down combo is supposed to be your strongest combo, but it's one of your strongest combos, which makes Mecha Naruto really unique, because there's not a lot of people that have 2 combos that actually do the same amount of damage. The highest amount of damage, in fact. I think I can only name probably 4 characters. So here's his down combo. So there's really nothing too special about the down combo that I could find besides, oh, almost forgot. Yeah, there is something special with the down combo. So at the end of the down combo, he does like these bombs at the ends and then rocket barrage. So right at the bombs, it actually lifts them in the air a little bit so they can't dodge, which makes this perfect for you to sidestep out of the combo and then do the guard break kill. It is kind of slow. You will have to wait until all the bombs are out before you can move. And then you can just do that. But that is literally kind of, they can't really get out of it unless they throw a shuriken. Or, yeah, they really can't get out of it because it's really tight. Like you can't move, you can't guard because you're in the air. So it's like, I mean, you can guard, but guarding doesn't matter because the guard break kill. So you can do that, and that is literally just a guard break setup right there. So that's actually really perfect. And last but not least, for the up combo. The up combo is not really too special. There's not really too much stuff I can find, really anything I can find actually. I think it's just very generic. It's just a generic up combo. I recommend you do not do the up combo because the up combo is usually just not that good. It leaves you open. It doesn't do as much. It does the least amount of damage out of all your combos, and it doesn't give you anything that the neutral combo, the down combo gives you. So it's basically just useless. Alright, next we're going to the aerial combo. So this aerial combo is actually very good. So pretty much like there's only 2 things about the aerial combo that makes Mecha Naruto really good. It's the fact that the first hit actually lands because most air combos, most bad air combos don't actually have a first good hit. But Mecha Naruto actually hits pretty good in the air, so you can kind of rely on this. The second thing is the second hit where he throws like a bunch of bombs in the air. So this actually hits the opponent multiple times, and because it hits multiple times, it allows the opponent to sub in place and actually not behind you. So if the opponent actually subs right there where the bombs are, they just stay right there, and that's really good because that means that you actually have a setup where you can't get punished right here. So if you can just do this or switch out, it's a free switch out in the air, so you won't actually get punished. So right here, that's safe because at that point they can't step behind you because they're still getting hit by the bombs, and the game tells your opponent to sub at what's attacking you, and what's attacking you is actually Mecha Naruto. So like, it's like that's really good. Like his air combo, I would say, is better than most, just because it gives you like a free setup. Next we're going to the grab and the tilt. So let's go with the grab this time. His grab is pretty weird. The grab is just he throws his hands out and he grabs it. Pretty much self-explanatory. But the range of this grab is really extraordinary to me. Like what that hit? Oh my! That hit. So this actually has it's kind of like Gara or what's another long range grab? I can't even come to mind. It's like Gara. That's the only one that can come to mind. It's like a long straight grab that has like that much range. Or Sai, like I think Sai has a really long grab. So like this grab is like is really good. Or Pain, that's another one. Pain's another one. So with this grab, like I would say just throw it out like randomly sometimes because this will get you results. Like it will hit. It has a pretty big hitbox and it's long. So I would say this is actually one of Mecha Naruto's best features is grab. Like it's really good. Now there are some grab setups. So the first grab setup is obviously the infinite combo. This is the one I actually recommend you use pretty frequently because they literally can't block it really. Because it leaves them in so much hit stun by the time that their guard, the guard comes out for them, you're already grabbing them. It is kind of hard to do because he's kind of in the animation, but once you get used to it, it should be pretty fluent for you. There you go. It's kind of slow, but it will work. Like they can't really mash it out of it because by the time that their guard comes up, you can literally just grab them. The next guard setup that I recommend is the 4th hit of the neutral combo, which is where Naruto actually pulls out the Naruto sabers. So this one is really safe, I would say. So this is the one I recommend when they're not guarding because it pushes them away a lot. So even if you do mess up, you're good. So because like it's very safe. So you can just throw this out. And does this even work when they're not guarding? Let me check. Yes. Okay, you can use this while they're guarding as well. I actually didn't know that. Yeah, so you can use this. This is probably the best one right here, the 4th hit of the base combo or the neutral combo, where he pulls out the 2 Naruto sabers right there. Because it pushes them so far back, so it makes you safe. It can be hit on block, and you can just grab. And they'll have to anticipate of what you're going to do to dodge this, because they won't know like what's coming unless they're just a Mecha Naruto expert. I do recommend you do the 4th hit where the Naruto sabers come out. This is his best grab cancel right here. Like that's really good. You can use it just to get some quick damage, or just use it there, just keep blocking. Like that's just really good. Next, go on to his tilt. So this tilt is literally you just throw out 3, I guess, shadow clones that explode. It's pretty much a defensive tilt, like straight up defensive. You cannot use this offensively, just because of if you use it as Mecha Naruto, he obviously shoots out the balloons, and they don't stay there for very long, so you can't like use them as decoys or protection. You can't really use it as like that. And you can also use it to switch out and get some damage off, but it won't really work because they go away too quickly. So the only way that you can use this efficiently is if you use it defensively, which means he actually has kind of a stall thing for his subs. Like he can get his subs back if he just keeps walking backwards and taking this down, because they can't dash through this. This will hit you, and I think this will hit even if you're using a jutsu. I don't think it blocks jutsu, it's like projectiles. So like it only hits if they're chopper dashing to you, and it hits you from all sides. So this is actually really good, and I recommend that you actually switch out when doing this, because you don't want Mecha Naruto to be left wide open, because it's being left wide open. So I was like switching to Naruto, and the bombs still come out. Now with good timing, you can actually get all 3 bombs out. See, I'm only doing 2. Yeah, I'm only doing 2 right now. I gotta wait a little bit longer. There we go. So with good time, you can get all 3. But if 2's fine, you just gotta get the first. That's all. Like it's still good. Just the first one you really care about, because that's the one that's blocking you in the front. And you can do like that. Like that's a really good get off me tool, and let me get my subs back. So that's what I really recommend. Whenever you want to push out, go into Mecha Naruto, shoot these balloons, and then switch right back out. And you can kind of just keep backing up while the opponent literally has to come to you while you're regenerating your subs. Like it's just perfect. Next we're gonna go into his jutsu. So his jutsu is pretty unique, honestly. So he has the rocket rasengan, which is pretty much how it sounds to go into a rasengan, and then you do damage to it. But there's kind of different properties. The first property that I noticed that I think they changed in this game, I'm not too sure, from Revolution, that missed. Wow. One property that I noticed, okay, hit the rasengan Naruto. There we go. So usually with the rasengan, you boop them back, and you have to potentially go into a strike back. But with Mecha Naruto, you actually have no chance to go to the strike back. It actually puts them down on the floor, which is actually very good, because our rasengan has never been able to do this, because you can actually get pressure and get some pressure. Yeah, you can actually get a grab off right afterwards. Throw a shuriken on the ground, then get a grab off if you wanted to, or you can just pressure it with shurikens, or you can plan your supports. Either way, like all this is just options that you have. So I will say that this is honestly better than Naruto's rasengan, just because just for the rasengan property, just because you can actually set up afterwards. And Naruto's never been able to do that, regular Naruto rasengan, because he always pushes them back pretty much to the other side of the map. And you do run the same amount of damage too, so this is actually like really good. The next property that was different from Mecha Naruto from Naruto was the fact that most rasengans usually go in a straight line, just kind of like that. But Mecha Naruto can go in the straight line, and you cannot cancel it at all. So once you're using it, you're pretty much committed. But there's also something different. So Mecha Naruto, well, I'll just show you first, and I'll describe what I mean. Alright, so I missed on purpose, but did you see how Mecha Naruto actually went forward and then backward? So that's his different property. He can go straight, but he can go another way. Only one other way, just forward and then right, forward then left, or forward then backward. Either way, like, he can pretty much change his trajectory of where it goes, which is pretty good. That makes his support honestly like really good in terms of rasengan, because that ensures that it's really not gonna miss most of the time. Like it's really not. Like right there, like it didn't miss. So I would say Mecha Naruto support is really good in terms of like the other rasengans. I think it's the best one. Yeah, I think it's the best one because it will always hit and it does actually good damage. The only drawback for him, his rock rasengan as a support, is that it goes very short distance, because usually Naruto rasengan kind of just goes way longer than that. Yeah, he goes like a lot longer distance than that. But yeah, using support, it's amazing, really. I was always a supporter. Just make sure you use that close range, and this boy will he got your back. Let's move on to the ultimate Jutsu cancels. The ultimate Jutsu cancel, there's only really one cancel you should really use, and it's the fourth hit of the neutral combo where he does the Naruto sabers. That is pretty much the only cancel that's efficient in terms of damage. There you go. Yeah, this is pretty much the only cancel Mecha Naruto has. My God, this brings back memories. Everyone used to play this character in Revolution. Everybody, right? This was the person that, oh my God, people just spammed everywhere. But anyways, that's pretty much his whole thing. I'm gonna give you the overview right now, but we can go straight over to the awakening. So Mecha Naruto is pretty much like a really good character, honestly. I think. He does have a big hitbox. He does, one of his main weaknesses is that he can't jump cancel out of his combos most often. Just like, it's very hard to, so you're gonna take your time with him. But he does have a lot of benefits for the fact that his rock rasengan, I talked about it for a while, like, it does a lot of crap for him and his ally as well. He has really good support. His grab is really good. His tilt can be good, just depending on how you use it. But yeah, it's good. It's good for getting off me. So he has some defensive options. But overall, he's a really good character. As long as you use the tips that I showed you right now, you're gonna be good. Like, wow, this is gonna be amazing. This character, I don't think there's anything I missed. Let's go into the awakening now. So the awakening is the infamous Mecha Kurama. So if you played Revolution, you should know that this thing was overpowered. Like, if you awakened into this Naruto, you were cheap, and you pretty much wanted to see my suffering. So the reason why this Mecha Naruto was so strong in Revolution was because when you awakened, I guess you changed the map onto like a lava rock, or not lava rock. You changed the map to another scenery where it was pretty much small, and this pretty much took a 50% of like the area, and then people just pretty much spammed Mecha Kurama's attack just like consistently, like pretty like this, and it did so much damage, like almost like that, like it did so much damage, like it just died. It just did so much damage, and it broke your guard super quickly too. So it's like there was nothing you could do. Like it was just bad. But this thing kind of toned it down. They did lessen his damage a little bit. So I'm gonna show you everything right now. So here's his generic combo. I think his move's called the Ultimate Tornado. Then we're gonna go into his tilts. He just throws a boomerang across the map. Does it go across the map? Yeah, no, it does not. Halfway across the map. Gotcha. That works. Almost. That should work. There we go. Yeah. Then his Jutsu is the Ultimate Blaster, which is just a blast. You can literally just guard it or block it, but it comes out super quickly though. He has no cancel into his combos, so it's literally just a long range blast. And last but not least is his unblockable attack, which is he throws out a Chakra Blast. So one thing, Giant Awakenings aren't really too hard to use, honestly. Like there's not really too much strategy. Just kind of just use the Giant Awakenings, make sure you don't get hit, and just really just mash your way, because they do so much damage, but they just have a big hitbox. But there's one thing special about this one that I recommend you guys do, is use this unblockable attack because it is a blast. I'm about to say a key blast. It is a chakra blast. It is a mid-range blast. So you can kind of just keep spamming this out into a corner of an opponent. There's really nothing they can do. Like there's nothing they can do besides sub it. Honestly, like this forces them to come to you if you pressure them into a corner. Because this is actually unblockable. Like, let me turn the block on. Like, this is actually cancerous. Yeah, but pretty much that's the only thing that I recommend you guys do with this Naruto. Otherwise, just use Mecha Naruto as any other Big Awakening. Just try to get subs down, keep spamming the chakra dash, just like, you know, just do any Big Awakening. But most of all, do this unblockable attack. Like, this is just really cancerous. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching and sticking this far into the video. My name is Jutsu. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to tell me who else you want me to use for the next episode. And I'll see you guys next time.